Okay, so now we're on to day two of building a six-figure business in 7 days. So if I go into day two, well, the whole point of day two is to actually start generating more traffic into your business because as you guys may know, traffic is the lifeblood of any business. If you have no traffic coming in, you're not going to get any sales at all. Right, so let's get into exactly how we can start getting traffic. And the first thing we're going to cover is inbound acquisition. Now, inbound acquisition is basically, instead of doing outbound where you reach out to people, people are going to be reaching out to you as a byproduct of you creating some sort of content online. Okay? So now let's move into it. So first thing is you want to use school groups for your target market. Now, how can you leverage this? So first off, I want you to join 5 to 10 school communities within your niche. I want you to provide free value. And yes, I mean free value, right? Free game. And this is going to help you just get more leads into your business. And then what you want to do is you want to comment using Looms and providing a CTAs to DM you. Now, what this basically means is you're going to provide free value. People are going to be like, yo, thank you so much. Or they might ask a question like, how did you do this? How did you implement this? And that is the perfect situation. Because then you can record a Loom like exactly what I'm doing right now, except this is for a YouTube video. And answer this question, break it down, and then at the end of the Loom, provide them with a CTA to DM you. Because again, the owner's not going to care because no school community owner is going to be bothered to read or bothered to watch a 5-minute Loom video, right? That is exactly when you provide the CTA, and bam, that's people going to be DMing you instantly. And once again, when they start to DM you, you want to pre-qualify them, and you can pre-qualifying them using an easy ass setting flow, right? So first thing again, you want to have a free school community as well, so you can funnel them into your free school community. Okay. Now, one thing again is just like store engaged leads. So store all engaged lead information on a CRM. Or a nurturing appointment booking system. So you can have it in a school community, you can have it in a Discord community, you can even have it on some sort of Google Sheet automation, right? Just make sure you guys are storing the leads informations. Now, next thing again, just drive traffic to your free school community. Now, if you can do this successfully, you're gonna drive a bunch of traffic to your free school community. Now, the next thing is once school groups is done, now let's move on to actually leveraging an email list for engaged leads, right? Because email lists are very, very powerful. It's just underrated. Like no one in the info space, online coaching space they're not doing it anymore. They're like, oh, it's dead, but it's not dead. You got to do it the right way. And the right way is basically running remarketing campaigns for leads through paid and inbound acquisition. So all these guys that you're getting to DM you into your free school community, you're storing them, store them, yes, inside your free school community, get their email and put them inside your newsletter. Now you can nurture them back and forth, right? Now, what you're doing now is you're creating touch points, and the more touch points you can create, again, leveraging the 7-11 rule, which states if a viewer has gotten 7 hours of watch time or 7 hours worth of consuming content of you across 11 different touch points and 4 different platforms, they're going to be a buyer. So this is exactly how we're leveraging the 7-11 rule. Now, the next thing is, again, in the email list, you want to provide free value and social proof in the email. So what I would like to do is I would lead with social proof, saying this is exactly how Aaron went from $2,000 to $27,000 a month. He was stuck at $2,000 a month, struggling with this, this, and this. And you want to make sure it actually resonates with your ICP, because if it resonates, that's going to be a double close. And then once that's done, you want to break down the exact system you used. Don't go in too much value. Just give like surface level insight, surface level beliefs, shift their beliefs as well, because that way they're going to think like they're getting value, but it's just reframing their beliefs, right? And then the next thing is now you want to incentivize them to book in a call, because they've gotten so much value through, again, free school community and email list. Now they literally have to book in a call with you, okay? Now let's move on to actually leveraging YouTube channel for your target market, because YouTube is a very, very powerful platform, which if used correctly, you can literally print leads. And this is exactly why I'm going all in on YouTube. I'm posting 3 to 4 times high quality videos every single week. Go check my channel out, right? And the reason I'm doing it is because it's a long-term game, and it's going to bring me a bunch of leads. It's going to build up my brand, and in the long run, it's actually going to help me make so much more money. So what I want you to stick with, especially if you're creating educational content, post 4 long form pieces of content every single week. If you can do that every single week, week in, week out, for 3 to 6 months, you're going to be seeing incredible results. You're going to see, you might get less views at the start, but it's going to start to pick up and up and up and up. And you're going to get the people to book in a call with you or follow you on Instagram, depends on whatever your CTA actually is. All right. Next thing is you just want to provide free value. Way, way better than your competitors. Like what I'm doing right now, I'm actually telling you guys to provide free value, right? All of this stuff, this is all free value. And you want to make sure it's better than your competitors. So go and watch your competitors' YouTube channel. Analyze them, exactly what they're doing, and exactly find out a way or brainstorm a way on how you can provide better value than them. And the next thing is, again, once you've done that in your YouTube CTA, I want you to drive traffic either to a free community or to a book in a core page, right? I'm not running a free school community right now. I'm actually past that phase because people think running a school community, you can be running a school community for years and years. And that's just not the thing. That I've seen it from years of experience of being on school. People that are running free communities, they're maxed on there for 6 to 7 months. And you have to make sure for the first 6 to 7 months you are running a free community, you are maximizing the hell out of it, getting a lot of traffic in and converting that traffic into people booking a call with you. So that's exactly what I'll do. Now I'll use basically Instagram for my free school, not my free school, but just my free community overall, or a book in a core page. And then the next thing is, on your YouTube, this is really, really important. On YouTube, you want to showcase social proof, case studies, and testimonials. Now, how did I do that in this video? Well, if you can see over here, I have all these case studies over here. These are all massive case studies, and it's just like way better, strong testimonials, right? And if you look at some videos on my YouTube channel, I literally title them. Here's exactly how Aaron went from 2 to 27K a month. Here's how Brian went from 0 to 7.2K deal on a day. You know, right? That's exactly how you lead with social proof. And at the start of every single video, you want to go straight into proof. Show some testimonials, show us some screenshots, right, of you making money, show us some screenshots of your client getting results, and that way you're going to be an instant credibility figure, you're going to be an instant authority figure. People are going to place you, you're going to see you above them because you're getting yourself and your clients good results, and therefore people are going to trust you. Right? And then the next thing is to acquire new employees, right? And this is inbound through content, so you can get setters, VAs, and closers. So again, content is a really good way of actually acquiring new employees as well, right? Because you're creating content, people want to work with you, and they sense the opportunity, they're going to reach out to you, then that's a potential employee right there, right? And again, if you have setters and closers and VAs in your business, it's going to double the amount of work you can get done. It's going to double the amount of content you can produce. And what this does is, again, improves the appointment booking flow, right? You're going to get higher quality leads, and it's going to do it on autopilot consistently, right? So if you're consistently posting content, you're going to be booking calls on autopilot, right? And now what you can do is you can repurpose your long form content into short form content to increase exposure and awareness. I'm going to show you exactly how you can do that, right? So let's go over short form content for target market, right? Because short form content is very underutilized, especially in the info coaching space. But if used correctly, it's going to be absolutely banger. So I want you to repurpose long form content into unique short form content posted on YouTube Shorts or Instagram Reels or TikTok. I would highly recommend just do it on TikTok and Instagram Reels. Keep YouTube for just the long term. Now what you can do is then repurpose long form content again onto Instagram Reels one every single day, and then do the exact same thing on TikTok. This is only if you're creating talking head videos. If you're creating videos like Mario Board videos like these, what you have to do is you want to record an entire new video, but use the exact same Mario Board, just go into like less depth. You know what I mean? So that is inbound acquisition done. I just cross that off. That is inbound acquisition done. Now let's go over the power of making content. Because if you guys just don't see the power of making content right now, well, you guys are just truly stuck, right? I want you to start making content right now. And the reason I'm saying that is because these guys are the school games winners, right? Look at the amount of money they make in that single month. 200K, 150K, 150K, 140, 140, 100K, right? All these guys making above 100K a month. What is one similarity they have, right? What is one thing they all have in common? It's that they're posting content. So what does this mean? Well, it means that if these guys making over $150,000, $200,000 a month are making content, you have to be making content as well if you want to get past that number. So just even more proof over here. Look at Keytron, right? 343,000 followers. He's making 200K a month. He made that in one single month. Stop it, mind you. 60K, right? That's Max Pearson. Anthony Sirius, 140K MRR. Right, Kenneth Smith, 101,000. Stephen Pope, 90K MRR with 40,000 subscribers. And this just shows you the power of creating content. So you have to be creating content right now. Otherwise, you're going to get stuck behind, or you're going to have a really, really tough time scaling or sustaining your brand in the long run. And so how can we now start to build our brand up aside from posting content, right? Or from posting content. So I want you to leverage something called micro market visibility. Now, what is micro market visibility? Well, it's basically the entire point is to not go viral. It's very funny. I'm saying you not to go viral. And the reason I'm saying it is because what you're doing is you're designing an ecosystem that attracts and nurtures leads without you having to go to them. So they're going to chase you instead of you chasing them. And that's just going to work amazing for your brand in the long run, because you're going to have an influx of leads and you're never going to run out of leads. Now, what does this mean? It means showing up every single day, creating content every single day, but not to go viral in specific ecosystems, which your ICP is already in, not mass markets, specific curated communities or content threads, niche platforms and groups, right? And all of this equals engaged viewers, because these are niche specific people you're targeting, not just any random people. Right? Now, how can you find these content, or how can you promote yourself in, micro market visibility? Well, this is through the golden trifecta. Now, what is the golden trifecta? Well, it's School, WOP, and Discord, right? These are the golden trifecta of communities. And if you can leverage all of these three combined, you're going to be making absolute bank. Okay, so how can you implement this into your business? Well, there's 3 advanced tactics, which I made myself, which you can leverage into your business. And the first one is comment hijack. Then we have content triangulation and mini zooms. Now, this is not something that anyone else in the entire market is teaching. And that's why I'm giving you guys all this for free, right? Trying to give you guys free value better than your competitors. So let's go into the entire document here. If we open this up. Okay, now this is opening up. So let's go over all these 3 strategies. So the first one is comment hijack. So let's go over this one. All right, now what is comment hijack? Well, the first main thing is you want to identify your target. So I want you to pick 3 to 5 creators your ICP follows, right? This could be agency consultants, SaaS coaches. That's just an example. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to monitor their feeds through either Feedly, school notifications, or Discord thread alerts. Now, once you've done that, now I want you to use rapid response. So within 5 minutes of their new post, I want you to drop a 1 to 2 sentence, right? So when I switch, give them a bit of value, right? So when I switch from cold DMs to funnels, I check my bookings, and then I want you to give them a specific tactic at the end. So here's the template I can use, just giving it to you for free. Or don't just say that, giving it to you for free, and then have a DM, right? So say, DM me if you want this exact thing, or DM, I'll comment this certain keyword if you want this exact thing. Now, once you can get that, people are going to start replying to it. They're going to start to see, I want this, I want this, I want this. I want you to screenshot that and recycle that. So I want you to turn this into image carousels or short clips for your own content rotation. For example, here's how I use this DM strategy to get XYZ. Comment the word whatever to get access to this, and you can start to reuse it based on the highest levels of engagement, and then you can even turn it into long form pieces of content, right? Now, advanced implementation. So we're going to go over the routes to the core platform. So first off, it is detection. So what is the route inside? Well, it's being the first to add value. It's going to cement your authority, or you're going to be the authority. So school groups, just join key groups, enable push email alerts, Discord, join niche service, activate thread notifications. Right, now let's give a value story. So the main thing is you want to have a relatable mini story that's bigger than generic advice, because everyone or anyone can give generic advice. You want to go above and beyond and provide a relatable mini story and just give a bunch of value. So for school, you can use a story post format or just give a bunch of value and then provide a story at the start. And for Discord, quote the post in your reply for instant context. Now, tactical nugget is the next kind of post you can make or the next kind of comment. And this is basically one actionable takeaway, which is going to drive curiosity. So attach a PDF or link to the resources. And in Discord, you can embed a template or snippet directly in your message. Now, soft CTA. This is a low pressure CTA that's going to invite viewers to, convert at a 20-30% conversion rate, which is pretty good actually. For school community, link a free school community event or exclusive modules. For Discord, invite responders to a private channel or DM list. And then finally, proof recycling. So social proof is going to multiply further engagement. So pin top replies. I want you to order archive screenshots in your Discord channel and then with channel using an upload. That is comment hijacking. It's a really, really powerful strategy. And if you can use it, you're going to make a lot of money. Now, the next thing is content triangulation. So I want you to pick one core problem, which could be booking inconsistent calls. And then I want you to create that in 3 different formats. The first format is a text post, then we have a talking head video, and then you have a screen video. So text post is basically breaking down your solution. You can post this on school, post it on Reddit, LinkedIn, Twitter, any platform where you can post text-based content. Then you have a talking head video. So basically a 60-second clip of you basically going through the key strategies. Now you can post it on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts. And then a screen walkthrough. So a 3 to 10 minute Loom video, basically going through your entire DM funnel setup. So again, you could post it on school, Discord, YouTube is the best one for this. And then I want you to again distribute it inside your ecosystem. So school, text native feed post, video directly uploaded to the course feed, and screen record it, pin it in the resources module. So for Discord, text it in like a hashtag growth tips or whatever, embed a YouTube video in like YouTube content, and screen recording like wins or resources. And then engagement loops. So I want you to end each format with one question. Just an open-ended question, which is going to invite a response from the viewer. And then I want you to personally reply to every single comment / tag response, which is going to improve engagement. Now, advanced implementation of this. So first off, signal consistency. So repetition across formats is going to cement your authority. So in school, batch schedule all 3 pieces of content in one single day. Discord, use a posting bot to order publishes across channels. Anchor problems to signature solutions. So always tie this back to the lead method, which I'm going to talk about in another video. School, brand each post with a lead badge or tag, and Discord, create a custom role, e.g. lead expert, to highlight your entire post. And then pin and persist. So evergreen access drives long-tail engagement. Add them to the pin modules for newcomers, and keep a pinned announcement in resources. And the next thing is cross-pollination. So I want you to drive your audience through all 3 formats, link the text post to video and the loom, so that way they're getting nurtured even more. And in your video post, pin a comment linking back to the text thread. And then data capture and optimization. So know which format converts best. Use built-in analytics to track views, comments, and click-throughs, and then employ an analytics bot to log reactions and link clicks. So that is content triangulation. Now let's move on to mini zooms. So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to define a razor focus. So for example, it could be book 5 calls a week with this DM framework. Then I want you to craft a scarce invite. So live Zoom for 5 coaches this Thursday at 7 p.m. AST. Learn my 3-step loop, right? Comment, I'm in for the link. Now, use the events feature. You can use it for school, and you can use the leverage calendar plugin, or simply post it in hashtag events in Discord. Then I want you to deliver high impact content. It's just 30 minutes in total. So 10 minutes of you teaching your core DM loop, 10-minute live Q&A, and 10-minute wrap with a clear next step offer, right? Then I want you to have a hyper personal follow-up within 24 hours. DM each attendee referencing something they said, plus your custom loom tip. Now, advanced implementation. So scarcity and urgency. I say this is limited spots for fast decisions. School, live update participants count, show 1 spot left, and Discord, use a hashtag limited seats channel, order close registrations when full. Now, precision messaging. Make sure the messaging is crystal clear. So have a specific outcome. It's going to equal high intent RSVP. In school, title the event, DM booking loop, 5 to 30 calls in 7 days. Discord, pin the event with a live countdown. A structured agenda. So I want you to have a clear roadmap. It's going to reduce drop-off. School, post slide deck and event description, and Discord, share the agenda in the thread and update it in real time. Personalization at scale. So the route is, I want you to have personalized follow-ups, which is going to skyrocket conversion. School, use DM templates with mode tags. And then in Discord, use an automate post-session DM through a bot triggered by attendance. And then finally, asset recycling. So now you can recycle these live sessions to become lead magnets. School, you can upload them to your resources, and Discord, clip up the highlights and post them in the hashtag highlight section with the timestamp. So that is the exact 3 advanced steps which you can use to drive even more traffic and start to convert them. So that is content. Now let's move on to the next step. So the first thing is, you need to understand there are only 4 channels of customer, client, and acquisition, right? And these are paid advertising, outreaches could be cold, hot, warm, sphere of influence and referrals, and organic content, right? Now with outreach, you can, So with outreach, you can reach up to 100 people and get 1,000 in return, right? With paid advertising, you can pay an X amount of money and get X amount of attention and X amount of profit. Now with both of these acquisition channels, you're basically sacrificing resources, which is time, energy, or money, in return for something else, which is attention, leads, appointments, and clients. Now, referrals on organic content is a whole lot different to paid advertising and outreach, right? Because with referrals on organic content, you can create acquisition loops. That's exactly what I like to call it, acquisition loops. Let me just highlight that over here. This is because with one referral, you can turn 1 client into 3 clients, and those 3 clients into 9 new clients, right? And this is all of you, this is you not doing any work at all, but getting 3 extra clients in return, simply because you're providing such a good service and people are going to refer you, right? And then with organic content, you can turn 1 video into X amount of new clients consistently over time, and gain more attention without you doing anything other than posting 1 video. Like this one could generate me like a $6,000 client, right? So I'm getting insane return on this. So you need to understand, with outreach and paid ads, you start to see diminishing returns. But with referrals and organic content, they're going to give you infinite returns. And that is why focusing on organic content and providing free value in your videos is going to add status to people, because when they share it, it's going to bring returns and referrals to your business like nothing else can ever do. Now, if your goal is to maximize profits in your business, then you need to be investing in content, right? Because with all of the explanation and value stacking about organic content out of the way, I'm going to show you exactly how guys like Alex Hormozi are using content to grow an audience and increase their profits, right? Because if you want to be in business for the next 5 years, you literally need content. And you understand this. This was a case study done, right? After watching a video, 64% of users are more likely to buy a product online, right? And companies using videos enjoy 40% more web traffic from search than non-users. Again, credible studies, as you can see here, HubSpot and Small Business Trends. Right. Now let's go over webinars for driving traffic. So there's three different ways of doing webinars. So first is a free community, then you have other communities, and then you have ads plus content strategy. So free community one is I want you to run a webinar 2 times a week in your free community, mix the content up every single week. It could be to book a one-to-one free value call, and then have a CTA where 3 days after they watch the recording, 3 days before they watch the recording, and then promote it, and then delete the recording afterwards, right? And you want to recycle that over and over again. Now, how can you leverage other communities? Well, first off, show up every single day in desired communities, connect with the owner of the community, give them a good incentive, 20 to 40% commission for every sale you get from their community, prepare the massive 2-hour webinar, then you want to host a webinar, and you want to have a CTA to join your free school community, and then CTA to join your school community, or basically booking a call with you. And the worst case is they're basically getting nurtured, right? Now let's go over ads and a content strategy. So as you can see over here, you want to build a landing page out where people can get redirected to for a webinar opt-in, right? I can see Iman Ghazi has that over here. And spread the link of the landing page all over your social media channels, right? Now what you want to do is you want to collect email plus phone number of prospects. You want to spam email list with that link, send a shit ton of webinar reminders, and then host a webinar. And on top of spam the email list, you want to, as you can see, give consistent reminders so people can actually show up to the webinar. And the more people that show up, the more clients you're going to get. Now we go all the way back here. This is the exact strategy and how you can run the webinar. Right, very, very simple. And that is the entire strategy done. So that is exactly how you can start to drive traffic in your business. And that is day 2 done of building a 6-figure business in 7 days.